The first episode of Season 2 of Peacemaker strongly parallels the first of Season 1, with the respective bar fight scenes involving Harcourt. On the surface, they're effectively the same. Harcourt enters a bar to grab a drink, and some guy leers it and harasses at her. She snaps back, and a fight ensues. However, the composition of these scenes really tells a completely different story for both instances. Firstly, as far as establishment is concerned, Season 1's scene begins with Peacemaker looking at Harcourt enter the bar. At this point in the series, Peacemaker is not a good person, so the idea of her being leered at is reflected through his actions. Season 2, however, shows Harcourt enter the bar with a scowl, and especially with the context of the rest of the episode, she starts the scene angry before anything's even happened. What this tells us is that while in Season 1, Harcourt is just looking to be a customer, in Season 2, she is explicitly looking to let off some of her anger through the fight. Now, as for how the fight is instigated, in the first fight, some guy leers at her, she roasts him, then he leaves. A couple minutes later, his friend comes over looking for a fight, at which point the conflict ensues. It's important to note that Harcourt was happy to leave the conflict as it was without any violence. In Season 2, this is not the case. She first roasts him, and we see through his body language that he knows he's defeated and backs off. But to Harcourt, who was looking for a fight, this is not enough. So she keeps talking to bait him into the fight so that she is not the aggressor. Then, when he finally attacks her, she's able to do something. This again shows a difference in intent between the two instances. In the first case, she was not looking for a fight, so she let him leave, but he eventually came back, forcing her into a fight. While in the second season, when he left, she brought him back because she wasn't happy leaving it as is. This reflection is even further shown through the actual choreography of the fight. For the entirety of the first fight, she's shown simply parrying and reflecting shots, then taking control of the situation, making him apologize before letting him go. Meanwhile, in Season 2's scene, she begins immediately on the attack, grabbing the fingers of the guy trying to de-escalate. I mean, granted, he shouldn't be grabbing the shoulders of a woman he doesn't know, but the point still stands. She then leaps at the other guy, and even when he's down, she keeps beating on him. And even when pulled off of him, she crawls her way back on top just so that she can continue to pummel him into the dirt. In Season 2, she was fighting with so much more of a definitive, clear intent for aggression and physical violence, whereas in Season 1, she just wanted a drink, which was made clear in the choreography of the fight. This is how you make violence and fight scenes in TV actually mean something, by adding nuance to the composition and setup of the conflict, and to relate the characters' mental states and the themes of the show to the fight itself.